Oh, what up, YouTube? Knowledge of self-determination. So, I decided to make this video today because I wanted to talk about the voting process that's coming up very soon. Now, I'm not making this video to tell anybody what to do or what not to do. My sole purpose of making this video is to educate black people. Now, I am not participating in the midterm elections. I don't vote in presidential elections, and I'm not participating in the midterm elections. And here's the reason why. See, black people don't understand, and this is something that I learned from Dr. Claude Anderson. If you want to know who he is, please do a Google search for Dr. Claude Anderson, or search for him on YouTube. He has dozens and dozens of lectures. The political arena has been put in place to preserve economics, to serve business. You understand? The purpose for politics has nothing to do with social change or social justice at all. It's all about protecting business interests. Black people don't practice group economics, so politics don't matter when it comes to us. We're 10% of the fucking vote in this country. White people don't really need our vote. You understand what I'm saying? But they do want us to keep buying into the fucking system. White supremacy controls every aspect of this fucking country. Every single aspect of this country. Now let me ask you this. This is not to diss any white people at all. You know, not any non-racist white supremacist white people. If you're a racist white supremacist white person, you can go fuck yourself. I don't give a shit what you think. You understand? But if you're not that type of white person, then the statements against white supremacy is not you. If you find yourself being offended by my comments against white supremacy, then your dumb ass is probably a white supremacist. So, with that being said, you see, white supremacy controls every aspect of this country. The media, business, I mean, the companies that control, you know, the social structure. Every aspect of this country is controlled by white supremacy. Right? The Electoral College. All of it. All of it. It is all controlled by white supremacy. Every level of government is controlled by white supremacy. They made it that way so that black people would never be able to get a foothold into government and change policy. Do you understand that? Sure, some smart ass might say, but we got Obama as a president. No, we didn't get Obama as president. America got Obama as president. You understand? I don't know how many of you guys remember in Living Color. Damon Wayans and Keenen Ivory Wayans used to do a skit called The Brothers Brothers. They were two Uncle Tom as sellout as, you know, Sambo as black dudes. You know what I'm saying? Who basically advocated for white America for the most part. I mean, it was like real. It was really on the chin. You know what I'm saying? But that's who Obama was, man. When I think of Obama, that's who I think of, man. He's the white man's brother. You understand what I'm saying? Black people voted for him because he was a Democrat. The Democratic Party does not have black people's best interests at heart. Most black people don't know this, but the Democratic Party is the party of the Ku Klux Klan. Before the turn of the century, that's who the Democrats were, the Ku Klux Klan. Black people were on the Republican side, so it is the Democratic Party that had us enslaved and gave us Jim Crow. You understand what I'm saying? It was the Democratic Party that gave us all of those things that black people now tether themselves to. So much political ignorance in the black community. We spend too much time focusing on all the wrong shit, like I told the homie last night. We're focused on, you know what I'm saying, the latest sneakers, the latest fashion, the latest Who Got Talent episode or whatever the fuck ever, who's going to make the playoffs, whose team is better than... We focus on all the wrong shit. We are not focusing on group economics. Individually, we're only focusing on who has more money. What do I need to do to get more money instead of what do we need to do as a group to build an economic base so that we can be competitive in this fucking country. We are focusing on all the wrong shit. And politics is all the wrong shit for black people to be focusing on. Now, back to the Democratic Party. So, the the Klan decided they switched over to the Republican Party, right? Because they could do that. They switched over to the Republican Party. See, black people were voting Republican because they were in opposition of the Klan. So whatever they did, we just wanted to do the opposite of it, right? But here's the thing. The racist white supremacists in the fucking Republican Party left the Republican Party to get away from all the black people wanting to join up. So they went over to the Democratic Party, which is why at the turn of the 20th century, the Democrats had so much power in this country. You dig? Then they flipped the script, right? They flipped the script. They just decided to turn themselves into the Republican Party and then turn the Republican Party into the Democratic Party, right? Black people stuck with it because, again, it was opposition to white supremacy. Even though both sides of politics, meaning Republican and Democrat, they're just two sides of the same coin. There are white supremacists in all of them. The two parties are two sides of the same coin. It is an illusion created for black people to think that we actually stand a chance against white supremacy in this country without any economic backing. It's a fucking game that's being ran on us, man. We think politics is what's going to help get us social change when it has never done that. It has never done that. Other immigrant class of people over here don't have the social issues that we have because they come to this country and back themselves with economics first, and then they get into the political arena. You understand? That's how they get their foothold into the country. We're playing the game fucking backwards. We're too busy worrying about how much money we can make and spend. We're too busy worried about fucking games and who can sing and dance. But we are focused on all the wrong shit, man. Focused on all the wrong shit. I still talk to brothers to this day who are a few years younger than me who don't know a fraction of what I know about history. And that's fucking sad. That's fucking sad. To not understand the history of the country that you think is going to fucking save you. So, in conclusion, I am not participating in this election because unless there is a candidate that's going to come out, and black people, I want you to listen to me very carefully. If there is not a candidate who's going to come out and specifically run on a fucking platform of doing things for black people, that person doesn't intend to do a fucking thing for you. Fuck looking for equality with other races. Fuck all this social acceptance. Fuck trying to be everybody's fucking friend. And the tide rising for other people. Trickle down economics does not fucking work for black people. It has never fucking worked for us. And it never will. So stop listening to these bullshit politicians tell you that you have power in your vote. Your vote has no power. We're 10% of the fucking voting public. Our vote doesn't mean a fucking thing. Trust and believe. It means nothing. If it did, the Voters' Right Act wouldn't have to get voted on and kept in Congress. You know what I'm saying? Basically, a bunch of white supremacists sitting up deciding whether they want to allow black people to continue to have the right to vote. Basically, something that shouldn't need to be voted on since we're quote-unquote citizens. We should have that right undeniably, but we don't. Another thing that black politicians aren't going to fucking tell you. You understand what I'm saying? If a black politician gets into office, it is because he is a safe bet for white supremacy. He is in his position because he's a safe bet for white supremacy. Think about it. All the black politicians that have existed, what the fuck have they done for black people as a whole? Because black people who speak out for black people don't get into politics. Black people who speak up for black people usually get murdered, or they try to dig up some dirt on them and try to fucking and try to incarcerate them or just completely assassinate their character. So that's why I'm not voting. Why the fuck would I vote in a system that has been designed to keep my people powerless? The only black people that get into public office are the ones that white supremacy is not worried about. If you are going to make any change and make any waves, your ass will not be elected to any fucking public office. Does it really take almost 500 years for us to figure this shit the fuck out? White supremacy has pegged us a threat, and they're going to do whatever they can to eradicate us, eliminate us, or send us back into Jim Crow and or slavery. They're going to do whatever the fuck they can to do that, and completely erase our asses from fucking history. But as long as we keep on worrying about who got the latest Gucci whatever, who got the latest sneakers, whose team is going to the fucking playoffs, you understand? Like, as long as we keep worrying about all the bullshit in life, all the games and fun, we're not focused on anything serious. We're focused on all the fun shit in life. We're focused on mediocrity and shit like that. We're still a race of people who will get props for a motherfucker coming home after 5 years in prison, but won't fucking throw a fucking tea party for a motherfucker who just got his master's degree. We are playing the game backwards. We're playing the game backwards. Black people, untether your mind from the fucking Democratic Party. They are the opposite side of the same coin as the Republican Party. We allowed the Democratic National Convention to back Hillary Clinton as opposed to Bernie Sanders. Somebody who actually sat on fucking lunch counter sit-ins and picking lines with us, who actually got arrested right along with us. Black people allowed the Democratic Party to fucking back Hillary Clinton. Somebody who dubbed black men as super predators. Someone whose husband was the cause of more black men going to prison for non-violent drug offenses than any president before or since. And that's not even including what they were doing in Arkansas, the bullshit Clinton Foundation that did nothing for Haiti, and just the fucked up shit Bill Clinton said about Barack Obama, and he never said a word back. That's how you know he was their man. They talked shit to him and disrespected him, and he never even spoke up for his fucking self. Why the fuck would he stand up for you when he didn't even stand up for himself when white people shitted on him? Stop being so fucking gullible and naive. Read a book. The art of storytelling is gone in the black community. Read a fucking book. Pick up Powernomics by Dr. Claude Anderson. Look at some fucking John Herbert Clark lectures and learn some history about our people. You know, pick up Black Label, White Wealth by Dr. Claude Anderson. I don't want to make the video too long or just make this a rant on what books you should read, but seriously, a lot of people don't, and I'm going to end the video with this. A lot of people who know about Booker T. Washington consider Booker T. Washington a sellout, an Uncle Tom. He did more for black people with coming from nothing, up from slavery is his book. He did more for black people than any of you motherfuckers do for black people right now. You niggas won't even fucking won't even support black businesses. You know what I'm saying? $1 trillion worth of spending power, quote unquote power in this country, and you get that shit to the motherfuckers who hate you and want to displace you. Booker T. Washington built Tuskegee Institute, and their focus was group economics, building a solid foundation for black people. And then we can move into those other arenas. As long as we have our economy strong, our dollar is strong, the support for our businesses are strong, we stand by each other and fight alongside of each other. We are not doing any of that. We're focused on all the wrong shit, and we are slowly but surely being pushed further and further back into the back of the fucking line. So I'm not voting because fuck voting. It hasn't changed shit for us. It has not changed shit for us. It will not ever change anything for us. It will not ever change a fucking thing for us. The only thing white supremacy respect is power and force. We either need to gain power economically, fiduciary, or financially rather, I should say, or we got to slap their ass in the fucking face and take what the fuck is ours. But we are the most powerful people on the planet. We dictate American society and culture. Everything we do becomes famous and popular. How the fuck are we the people answering to the people who are getting all their good ideas from us? They're making their money off of us, but we're going to them begging them for their help. Without us, Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut this shit short, man. I know I've been said that, and here it is like 5-10 minutes later and shit. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video. I just wanted to give you guys my take on the whole voting process. I'll probably do more videos and drop a little bit more insight into that. But I'm going to tell you right now, any black person telling you that you have power in voting is a black person who doesn't give a fuck about you. Any black person who tells you that you have a voice and that your vote matters and that your vote is some kind of power is lying to you. If no black person is telling you that we need to build a strong economic front by supporting each other's businesses before we get into politics, they are full of fucking shit and they are not your friend. They are not your motherfucking friend. And that's all I got on that. Peace.